I'm making this video because of the message I got from somebody. I know many of you will fall a victim of this. You may be doing this without knowing that the dangers are many. Do not use salt this way. I repeat, do not use salt this way. It can bring a serious danger to you without knowing. So in case you are new here for the first time, you are so welcome. If you have been following me, thank you so much. I really appreciate. May God bless you. My name is Pamela. I always share spiritual tips and messages on this channel. So do subscribe if you love spiritual tips. Turn on the bell as well so that whenever I upload videos like this, you get to see it and come and watch. And do not forget to share videos, okay? So like I always say, Pamela Pamas TV does not do spiritual work. I don't also give out WhatsApp number or any form of contact concerning spiritual. I don't sell spiritual items. Whosoever telling you, claiming to be Pamela, using my image or name, telling you to bring money to do spiritual work for you or to sell spiritual items, know that they are scammers. You have to take note. Anywhere, be it on Facebook, on YouTube, any platform. So, thank you. So, I'm going to go straight to this video. Using salt this way can bring serious danger. So, you know, I've been getting so many messages like this, not only one person, not only two people. Like, it's like people have been doing this without knowing the dangers of it. That the world is wicked does not mean that you should use salt this way. That the world is more spiritual does not mean that you should use salt for everything. Know that God has given you wisdom, understanding. You have to use them rightly. Use those things that God created rightly. Do not abuse it. Do not misuse it. That Pamela is always talking about salt cleansing. Salt cleansing does not mean that you should use it this way. There are so many consequences if you use it the other way. Salt gets rid of negative energies. In case you are new here, like you are not aware, it gets rid of negative energy spiritually. There are so many benefits when it comes to spiritual. Salt has great spiritual benefits. The vibrating power is much. It carries a huge vibrating power. But do not use it in a certain way that it can destroy your health. Just because it's spiritual does not mean that you should abuse it, like I just said. So here is salt. There are different types of salt. All works together depending on the spiritual work you are doing. Here is sea salt. Okay, sea salt is mostly countable, and this is the countable one. There are some videos I will say use the countable one, while some video I will say use any salt, be it the kitchen salt, the one you add to your food. Okay, they are all very good at removing negative energies, but there are some that will require you to make use of sea salt, and that is because of the level of the spiritual work you are doing, like how it is. I'm here to tell you now that you should stop immediately if you form the habit of taking it in you. Like maybe you want to bless water. After blessing water, you now add a pinch of salt, whether it's a pinch of salt or many of salt. Please take note that this can destroy you. Do not say, oh, or tempting God to know if God will cure you from any sickness when you do this. Do not drink salt water, please. I've never made a video concerning it that you should drink it. The one I did is blessing ordinary water and make it holy. Like fortifying it, make the power of God to flow into this water and take it. You can drink it as long as it's a clean water. I didn't say salt, adding salt. Do not do it on your own without seeking from someone that has that spiritual level than you. Before I go further, I want to let you know that though I've made a video concerning it, dropping salt on the floor, whether it's accidentally or you are the one that poured it, please do not step on salt, raw salt. It can bring disappointment, it can bring failure, it can make people to accuse you falsely. Take note of this. Raw salt, whether it's kitchen salt, whether it's sea salt, this is not superstition. This has been working. This is possible. Like, place it on the floor. You may not be aware. You know, even if bad thing happen after stepping on raw salt, you may not really know that is the salt that actually caused it. Just when you do it, just watch yourself the first day, the second day, how things will be. You see that the life will mess up. Like, people will just be so irritated with you. It happens. In your place of work, they may accuse you falsely. So you don't want to try it and expecting, oh, to know whether it's true or not. You don't want this. I'm telling you now to beware. Do not step on a raw salt. Secondly, I said before that I've also made a video concerning this. Placing salt by the corner. I've made a video saying place salt by the corner of the house, or by the four corners, to get rid of negative energy. This is supposed to absorb bad negative energies when you pray with it. Salt absorb negative energies, any kind of bad luck, ill luck, any kind of problems. Then the next day, please pack it out from there. Do not sprinkle salt all over the house, because it can be so many that you'll be stepping on it. And maybe when you are sweeping, you may not be able to sweep out everything. When you keep salt like that at the corners, the next morning, you must have absorbed out negative energies, and you just use a broom and packer. Just pack it out. Trash it away. Do not trash it out where people are passing. Just keep it in the dustbin, or you can flush it out. The reason is because after salt has absorbed out negative energies and you still keep it in the house, it can reverse. You can start bringing evil to the house. Those things that he has removed, instead of you to trash it out, it will now start disturbing people in that house. So you have to take note. So this third one, which can deteriorate your health, like hugely, it can even cause death. Please beware. Don't say because this is a spiritual work that you should drink it. If you have sickness, that placing salt in water can heal you, or licking it. Salt is sodium and is danger to the health, very risky. Adding a little salt to your dish to make it taste better is not bad, but too much of it is really bad. It's been a long time that I added salt into my dish, and that is because me and my family just choose that way. Because there are traces of salt in seasonings, in all these spices that we add into our dishes. There are traces of salt. So adding raw salt again will make it so much. So I just decided to just continue that way. You have to prevent some things. When he says prevent this from happening, do not rely everything on spiritual. There are some things that does not involve spiritual work to solve. I've been getting some people, though there are many testimonies that has been working for some people. So many testimonies from this channel. While some people are still saying, I'm sick of this, and this spiritual work did not work for me. Please, if your doctor says, do not take this, abstain from it. Don't try God. Because it's God that gave doctors wisdom to do their work. Yes, they are also spiritual. It's God that blessed them with wisdom and knowledge to give you that prescription. So if it says, do not take this, it can interfere, it can disturb this your particular prescription. Do not try God. These are the dangers. There are so many dangers of ingesting salt or sodium in your body. It can cause high blood pressure. If you already have high blood pressure, you have to abstain from. In fact, it's always advisable not to even take salt at all. I don't have it, but I just decide to live that life. It can cause heart disease. Yes, a serious heart disease. It can inflame the heart, making it swollen. It can cause stroke. Yes. It can cause heart failure. It can cause kidney stones. It can cause osteoporosis, weakness of the bones and all that. Another one is stomach cancer. So these are things that you should consider before taking salt, drinking it, or just placing it in your mouth and be licking raw salt. Decreasing sodium intake into your body can reduce the death rate. It can prevent many deaths. It can affect your organs. It can cause kidney problem. It can affect cardiovascular system. It can affect kidney a lot. It can also put pressure on your arteries, making you not to function well. You see that blood circulation may cease as a result of this. So there's not much benefit. In fact, there's no benefit of taking salt, only for the test. You only need it for the test in the food. How to know that salt is much in the body? Like, this is not all of them. I'm just listing some few of them. How to know that there's so much salt in the body, just the way some people have too much sugar in the body, is number one, increased thirst. You always be thirsty all the time. You're always thirsty. Some people, they are naturally thirsty. They just want to drink water. Water is life. Water is good. But when you're always thirsty all the time, just know that the salt in your body is much. So if you're always experiencing swollen feet, swollen hands, okay, just know that the salt percentage in the body is much, is at a higher level. That means that the kidney is gradually affected. Kidney, And kidney, when the kidney is affected like that, it can cause swelling of the body, especially the hands and the feet, like I just explained. Pregnant women, they experience that. Does not mean that they have salt in their body too much, though it depends. Some pregnant people, they don't experience swollen feet even in all their pregnancies. Some people are just like that. So when you're always having constant headache, in some cases anyway, so it's not only for people that have salt or does not have salt that have headache. Headache can be a sign of a severe illness in the body. But I'm just telling you that it can be a sign that there is salt percentage, high percentage of salt in the body. So when the blood pressure is high, always high, please check the salt you are putting in your food. So do not say that Pamela said salt cleansing, salt this, salt that. You should put it in water and be drinking it or be eating it much. No, it doesn't work that way. Even if you put it inside water, pray with that water in a spiritual way and be drinking it, it can affect your health. Yes, even if it's a spiritual way, it can affect your health a lot. By God, use it the way it's stated to use. Even if salt is a natural item or a spiritual item, it should not mean that you should abuse it. The one I mentioned before is either you keep it raw like that at the corners, remove it the next morning, trash it out, or you add it in water, use it to have your bath. I did not say drinking it. Please take note. And if you take note of this, it will really help you greatly. It will help some people to live longer and also help you to know how to use salt rightly, spiritually, to help yourself. Do not abuse it. And that is all for now. So remember to share this video to everybody because this will help and educate lots of people. I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my knowledge and I believe it will help lots of people. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Share this video to everyone. Remain blessed as always. I will see you in my next video.